you, Rume, for joining us. You look nice. I love your hair.
Thank you so much.
Very.
I like it. I like the orange. Orange is popping.
It's popping.
Oh, really? Thank you very much. Is it popping like a bird? Popping like it's
I see what you're trying to do there.
My dear, some tattoos pop, but eventually they lose their meanings. If you're wondering what we're talking about, some things are trending right now, so we cannot ignore it. And the biggest trending news, like it's trending so much that almost all blogs have, will I say, saturated their pages with the stories. So it all began with Big Bird Kuti, that's Seun Kuti, and Wizkid. And initially, some people it's probably Wizkid FC that are behind it, but it turned out not to be. It was Wizkid himself. So they've been having a go at each other for a while now, with Seun in particular really digging into him for a while. And so it seems like Wizkid finally had his time and then went really hard. But it wasn't about two celebrities having issues and all. It wasn't so much a big deal. Like, oh, it's not a new thing. What made people start talking was when Wizkid said, "I am bigger than your daddy." And that was where Wahala started. And people started going, Wizkid bigger than Fela? And so on and so forth. We've had so many celebrities weighing to the matter. J1 said, this matter is going to have a consequence. So how can you say this? And then some celebrity, a lady called Roman Goddess went, you J1, anything that is negative about Wizkid, you always go at it. And then quite a number of other people. Someone said Wizkid should take off the tattoo of Fela on his arm and all. But I'm wondering, what's your take on it? Who is bigger? No, is that even a question?
That's not even
Since that's the deliberation right now. Let's start from there. Who is bigger?
Of course. Realistically, I would say that it's Fela. For crying out loud, Fela created a genre. Do you know what it is to create a genre? What has Wizkid done? I mean, he's obviously taken us to the global stage. He's made Afrobeat a bit more commercial compared to how it used to be in the maybe last 20, 30 years. But you can never take that greatness from Fela. Fela was able to sing songs of over 10 minutes. Can Wizkid hold a song for 10 minutes? I'm not sure. I don't think so. Fela was able to perform.
These days they do 3 minutes.
Sometimes
you
even
could
less.
be in the studio and Wizkid can drop it for like 2 hours.
Wow.
You've not been there.
Wow.
You've not been there. Oh, big Wiz. Big.
No, but I cannot say that Wizkid is bigger than Fela, because Fela has been able to perform, around the world, and we're talking 80s. Compared to 2000s,
Wizkid has been to all continents.
But now, and that's because of the rise of social media.
Countries in the world,
I would say social media aided the artists we have today. So I cannot say Wizkid is bigger than Fela. I understand it's okay to have your squabbles, but you don't drag someone's father and someone who has created the genre that you're benefiting from today. You bring him into that. That's disrespect. I'm sorry. He outrightly disrespected Fela.
So Winfrey, what's your own? Wizkid versus Fela. Who is bigger? Who is bigger? I mean, the big weasel. Let's not forget.
Not the little one.
The big, not the
Rume is like, I want war.
But it's the truth.
I don't want peace. But I mean, hello.
Hi.
Does anything need to be said though? Anyway, so I'm going to look at this thing in different ways, right? I feel when it comes to certain things, we can say Wizkid is bigger than Fela.
How?
Wait now. Let me land.
Okay,
we can also say Fela is bigger than Wizkid. Now, let's look at it with regards to where Fela was and where Wizkid is today. So maybe Wizkid is looking at it like, okay, yeah, I have more money than Fela ever would have.
What?
Wait now, calm down, sister. Maybe he's saying, oh yeah, so I have more money in that regard of now. But then again, what Wizkid is forgetting is that Fela was a revolutionary. Right? When it comes to things that mattered, Fela is a heavyweight. When you're talking about revolution, talking about politics, you're talking about culture. Do you understand? I was thankfully at one of the Fela and the Calcutta Queens play that actually happened over the holidays. And that is literally a man that, I mean, we all gathered to watch the story of his life. Do you understand? Sorry, please, if we want to put Fela in a play, I rather Wizkid in a play now, what are we going to be talking about?
Wizkid, the big whiz.
The biz whiz.
They say biz whiz.
He was. And I'm just saying, no, I mean, Wizkid has done great things in his own stride. But the fact alone that he has Fela's tattoo on his hand also shows that he also acknowledges that. Do you understand? So I think, to be honest, he just said that to just rile big Seun Kuti up. And I feel like, I mean, it's just because he knew the reaction was going to be this way and the fight was going to get bigger. Do you understand? So that's honestly what I feel. I feel he also knows the truth. He knows that Fela is and will always and will forever be bigger than him. Because if we think about it, what are his songs? So yeah, I think that point was a very salient one. 10 minutes over Wizkid songs. Now, how many minutes are they?
2 minutes.
Soccer is long, oh.
How long?
And it's very good.
How long?
And then I'm also saying, okay, inside this, that is one. So now see, how many minutes? 3 minutes? And then how many times did you say the soccer?
No.
What does soccer mean?
Do you realize that if you did a remix, you can take that soccer to 20 minutes?
Wow.
What are you saying?
What? Say what?
Soccer to the left, soccer to the right, soccer to the
So that's my point. So
saying?
so talk about the substance. What is he singing about?
He sings
You know
that. He
what?
sings substance.
Let's even talk about the bone
One of
of
my favorite songs of
contention.
Wizkid is Ojo Elegba.
No, that was
That
a good
was-
song.
I mean,
but
and
guess
that was-
what?
where is that
What did that
Wizkid? That's
sound
the
like?
question I
That
even-
sounded like
we will
Fela's
will
song.
find that Wizkid.
That
Wizkid
sounded
is
like-
still
I
there.
sounded like a Fela song. He sang Ojo Elegba what year? What is he singing today?
He's singing songs.
If Fela is still, was still, even from Fela's grave, if we release a jam, that's where I will leave it.
Let's even talk about the bone of
that's
contention.
why we
The
leave it.
reason why all of this came up was because of a name. Now, of course, Seun Kuti has been called Big Bird Kuti for the longest time. Wizkid used to be called Wizkid. And after a while, he said, you know what, I'm not a kid anymore. I'm now the big Wiz, not the little one. And so now he's being called Big Wiz. And a lot of people, especially his fan club, has come out to say, oh, you know what, this is Big Wiz. Seun Kuti, why using Big Bird? You need to leave that. But Seun is defending himself and saying, you know what, this has always been my name. I know that you shouldn't even get. I personally just felt like it's not even something to talk about. If you're a Big Wiz, if I'm Big Bird, everybody can fly in the sky.
What's that big?
And now another point I think is very important. Fela has been dead for over 2 decades. People are still talking about him. There are still plays being. Wizkid 2 years.
You've not seen a play about. Have you not watched?
No, I'm saying after
Wizkid,
he
the
dies.
documentary made in Lagos.
I'm saying after he dies, then what? Just saying.
Then Wizkid.
Will his name really be able to hold him for over 2 decades?
Influence.
Now
You know,
you people have already
I'm just-
ensured that he starts working on that
Then
legacy.
he should, exactly.
He will. People should not don't undermine
Till
the big.
then.
Work.
working on the legacy.
then.
You don't
I
understand. See,
believe.
do you realize that Wizkid's clothes can also be exhibited?
Is this what Michael
Are you
Jackson?
people not
Is
seeing
it like Michael
what
Jackson?
happened? Wait, have you not seen Fela's
affected
briefs?
culture.
Have you not seen Fela's
So one
briefs?
of the
Like in the museum.
one of the Wizkid fans actually came out to say, what did Seun Kuti inherit? Pants and
Yes, but guess what? It's being talked about on CNN and internationally because
so my point
I mean
is-
it's a display.
So my point is, that literally was the cultural influence rather. So from his outfits to his underwear to his sacks to everything,
Everything.
everything
has
was
also
monumental.
changed the
Even the
music
one that
world.
even
How?
the
How, Mary?
He
How?
got featured on Drake's song and could not even do a video with him. It's a lot.
Because he was too big.
It was too big.
I got it.
What are you talking
even
about?
Wizkid's wives had a name for
But do you know that
themselves. He
Wizkid
married all
actually
of them.
came-
Sorry, not Wizkid. Sorry, Fela's
Fela's
wives
wives.
had a name. They had a legacy. They had a story behind binding them. 2 women. I read that all those women came together because they're like, see, this man, we're not going to leave him. Wizkid just one. He cannot even wife her.
Hey, wow.
I think I'm good. that was heavy.
Let's leave that.
See, I don't understand though. I see one thing I don't like is people that bring hammer to ordinary ant fights. Where did that one come from?
But it's the truth though. And do you know what? Wizkid actually came for Seun's wife. Do you know he came for his wife?
He said
That is a
something
low
really
blow.
nasty.
No, that is. I feel like sometimes you can be quiet, you can be silent. You don't always have to respond, and that's where emotional intelligence comes from. If you're emotionally intelligent, you can say, you know what, I'm not even going to decide to talk about this.
Or no limits
matter
even. Know your
what.
limits.
Do you understand? And you cannot start dragging Fela. Do you know who Fela is? You're not even scared. Wow.
Oh, see, it was just like, you know, when guys are, you know, insulting themselves, say, no, it's your daddy or it's your mommy.
And he's a old fella you want to do that with.
For 10 seconds that it was Fela that is his father.
Yeah.
And why you people
Sorry,
That's
so
what I'm saying. So that's why I
riled
say that
up?
when he said that, he actually did not. He didn't think about. He just said it because okay, we are in a fight. I'm gonna go low. That's honestly what I
That was too low.
Did. I know he knows the truth.
He did not mean it that way. So another thing he wanted to do was also let people know that this is the big Wiz. I have achieved a lot in my life.
What have you achieved?
People should stop going Fela. In this generation, I am the big Wiz.
This is the problem with when you're entering fights.
Why are you like this?
When you enter fight, you first look around and say, okay, wait, they come for me. That's why I say people living in glass house do not
throw stones.
Because now that what was not amplified before,
it's now being amplified.
Now amplifying it now.
That what? That big Wiz is not big enough?
You know, he's big in his own right.
He's big, what do you mean?
Wherever he's at, he's big right there. I mean, you know, he's with the likes of now Campbell.
Let him continue dragging with Burna Boy and Davido, please.
Do you know Burna Boy saying
let him continue dragging with Davido.
And Burna Boy gave Seun Kuti a necklace.
A chain, yeah.
Yeah, with Fela on it. He said that he should go. He doesn't want another chain.
Oh Lord.
I mean, he just, and then he now went on to say, my mouth is bad, stop doing.
But you know your mouth is bad, then you keep quiet. Oh. You keep quiet. Or you say things that are factual, you say things that are intelligent, you say things that, you know, people can relate with.
It's not something that
is, you know...
It's about speaking smart.
Yeah, simple. I honestly feel like maybe they should bury the hatchet, but even though I don't know if Seun would do that right now, because if you come for my dad, of course I'm going to come for you, especially when my father is a cultural icon. My father has really done a lot for this country, Nigeria, that you get to enjoy right now, then I'm sorry.
Wizkid FC, no matter what you people say, you know you can't defend this one. I mean, I was speaking to someone that is a Wizkid FC this morning, and the person said it's not him. It's Wizkid FC that has been saying this thing. It's not him until he saw it, and since then he has been quiet. At this point, I don't think your fans will be able to help you. There are some levels to this thing.
Levels to this.
Oh, there are definitely levels to this. Thank you so much, ladies. I mean, the conversation continues, so make sure you send in your thoughts. What do you think? Who is bigger than who? All right, let us know.
I mean, the big Weasel versus the bigger, I mean, the great Fela.
It is the top of the hour. We have to go on the break right now, but we'll have one more hour, and there's so much more still coming up. Do stay with us. We'll be right back.